Those of us who live in Hawaii often say that we live in paradise. Our state is blessed with a bounty of natural resources and an amazing mix of people and cultures. However, even paradise has its share of problems. My name is Lori Yankura, and I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Family and Consumer Sciences and the College of Tropical Agriculture and Human Resources at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. My job is to study the problems that affect older adults in Hawaii and to look for solutions to improve their health, well-being, and quality of life. Elders in our state are very fortunate because most people living in Hawaii have a strong sense of family. We believe in taking care of our kupuna. According to the National Family Caregivers Alliance, there are over 100,000 family caregivers taking care of older family members in the state of Hawaii. Because of this strong sense of family, I believe the best solutions to problems faced by older adults in Hawaii are those that involve the entire family. One problem that elders in Hawaii are currently facing is healthcare fraud. In Hawaii, as well as nationally, approximately 10% of the money spent on the Medicare program is estimated to be lost due to healthcare fraud, waste, and abuse. This comes out to about $80 million every year, or $861,000 every week, $123,000 every day, or $85 each and every minute. This is a huge problem because that money could be used to provide better health care services for our kupuna. We started the Ohana Caregivers Project to find solutions to issues facing family caregivers in Hawaii. One of the things we are interested in learning about is using the strengths of our families to help lessen or even eliminate the problem of healthcare fraud. In researching possible solutions, we have decided to get advice from experts. And the following series of programs will explore some solutions to this problem and talk about specific ways that family caregivers can help keep their loved ones safe. One reason that healthcare fraud is such a problem is that it's sometimes difficult to detect. Many people don't know what to look for. In this part of our continuing series on helping families to prevent healthcare fraud for older adults in Hawaii, we'll be looking at various types of healthcare fraud to learn to recognize potentially fraudulent situations. Volunteers from the SMP program at the State of Hawaii Executive Office on Aging will be presenting real-life scenarios to illustrate some of the red flags that signal healthcare fraud.
SMP Hawaii, empowering seniors to prevent healthcare fraud. This is who we are and what we do. SMP Hawaii is one of 57 programs in the United States that target healthcare fraud. With the funds we receive from the Administration on Aging, United States Department of Health and Human Services, SMP Hawaii, number one, alerts seniors about the different healthcare fraud schemes, and two, gives seniors tips on how to protect themselves from becoming victims of healthcare fraud, and three, helps seniors to report fraud. SMP volunteers take healthcare fraud information to seniors in our community through group presentations and community fairs. In this segment of the video, SMP volunteers will discuss 5 situations where you might suspect Medicare fraud or abuse.
Hello, this is Charlie at SMP Hawaii. How may I help you?
Yes, I attended a senior health care fair today, and I was offered a free blood test. But the person at the booth said all I had to do was fill out a form. And in that form I had to fill out my name, my address, and Medicare number. Well, my question is, if the blood test was free, why did I have to give my Medicare number?
That's a very good question. If your blood test results have to be mailed to you, then you need to give your name and mailing address. But if the test is free, the worker doesn't need your Medicare number.
It happened again at another booth. I got free vitamins, but again they asked for my Medicare number.
Medicare doesn't pay for vitamins. You might suspect that the vendors are going to use your Medicare number to to bill Medicare for services or supplies you really didn't receive. That's fraud. Check your Medicare summary notices carefully and make sure that Medicare didn't pay for improper claims. If something doesn't look right, call us at SMP Hawaii.
Hello, this is Goldie at SMP Hawaii. How may I help you?
I went to a surgeon to have a consult on a tummy tuck. The surgeon told me that it is not covered by Medicare because it is a cosmetic procedure. I told him I was quite aware of it and I was willing to pay for it. However, he told me that not to worry because he has a way of having Medicare pay for it. So what shall I do?
In order to get Medicare to pay for a procedure that is not medically necessary, the surgeon would have to falsify his claim. For example, he might say he performed a hernia repair when he actually did a tummy tuck. Billing Medicare to get payment he knows he should not receive is fraud. Tell the surgeon you will pay.
Hello, this is Charlie at SMP Hawaii. How may I help you?
Hey, Charlie. You know what? I was at the senior fair yesterday, and I saw a power scooter which I need and can use. The guy behind the booth told me that I could get the power scooter for free. All he needs is just a Medicare number from me. And my question is, who pays? If it's free, somebody's got to pay.
You pay. Medicare will pay for the scooter with your tax dollars. Power wheelchair and power scooter fraud is the most expensive and fastest growing type of healthcare fraud. Medicare will pay for your scooter only if the doctor certifies that you need a power operated vehicle to do everyday activities in your home. Why do you want a power scooter?
Now, you know, I need a power scooter badly because I like to watch baseball games, got to go down the park, go down the mall, scoot up and down, and what have you.
Medicare will not pay for it if you're going to use it outside your home for recreational activities. So how would the vendor get Medicare to pay for it? He would have to forge a doctor's prescription or get a doctor to write a false prescription. If the vendor told you to get a prescription only from a certain doctor, that's a red flag. I recommend that you make a report to the Department of Health and Human Services Fraud Hotline.
Hello, this is Molly at SMP Hawaii. How may I help you?
Hi Molly, this is Trina. Last month a man showed up at my father's house. He said he was an insurance agent and represented Medicare. He wanted to talk to my father about changes in Medicare.
You should be suspicious when a person claims to represent Medicare. Medicare does not make cold calls by telephone or door to door. And according to Medicare's rules, people cannot come to your home uninvited to sell Medicare-related products.
Well, my father invited the agent to come in and he started talking about Medicare, Part A and Part B. And then he showed my father a booklet about Medicare Advantage plan. He said my father should enroll in the plan because it's free, no monthly premium.
That's misleading. No monthly premium does not mean the plan is free. The plan might have co-payments and deductibles he would have to pay.
Well, the agent said that if my father gave him his Medicare number, he would enroll my father right then and there. He really pressured my father to sign up. So in order to get the agent off his back, my father gave him his Medicare number and other personal information. A few days later, the agent called my father on the phone and asked him to pay an enrollment fee.
Insurance agents are paid higher commissions for selling Medicare Advantage plans than for drug plans or Medigap supplemental plans. Going after these higher commissions might be the reason for the hard sell tactics. Medicare's rules do not allow agents to charge a fee to enroll Medicare members or transfer payment by telephone. We will report these violations to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, the Department of Commerce and Consumer Affairs, and to the Better Business Bureau.
Hello, this is Charlie at SMP. How may I help you?
Hi, Charlie. I got a call from a man in the Medicare office. He said Medicare is sending out a new card, and he wanted to be sure I got one. He asked for my Medicare number and my street address. Is Medicare sending out new cards?
No, Medicare is not sending out new cards. This is another scheme fraudsters use to get Medicare or Social Security numbers they can use to defraud Medicare. What did you do?
I told him I did not give out any personal information. He insisted the information is needed so Medicare is able to send me a new card. I asked for his name and phone number. He refused, so I hung up on him. I checked a caller ID and I noticed the call is from Florida. When I called the number, a man answered the phone, but he switched to me to an answering machine.
You did the right things to protect yourself from becoming a victim of fraud. You did not give out your personal information to a stranger. You tried to get the caller's name and the phone number. You installed a caller ID feature in your phone so you can screen incoming calls and be able to trace calls. And you reported the call to SMP Hawaii.
In summary, SMP Hawaii wants you to be on the lookout for these 5 situations that might involve fraud. First, when a health care provider or vendor tells you a service, supplies, or equipment is free and wants your Medicare number. Second, when a health care provider or vendor tells you he or she knows how to get Medicare to pay for service, supplies, or equipment that Medicare does not cover. Third, when a vendor tells you he or she can get you a free power wheelchair or scooter. Fourth, when someone who claims to represent Medicare calls you on the telephone or comes to your door and tries to sell you Medicare-related products such as health insurance plans or health aids. Fifth, when someone who claims to be from a government program or office, such as Medicare or Social Security, asks for your Medicare number or Social Security number. If you encounter any of these situations, call SMP Hawaii. On Oahu, call 586-7281. On the neighbor islands, call 1-800-296-9422 toll-free. These phone numbers again are on Oahu, call 586-7281. On the neighbor islands, call 1-800-296-9422 toll-free.
We've learned some valuable lessons from this presentation. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. You can contact the SMP program or visit our Ohana Caregivers project website for more information. That's www.hawaii.edu/Ohana Caregivers. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you can use your new knowledge to protect your loved ones from healthcare fraud.